Hello and welcome back to my channel, Talented Reads. So this video is going to be a vlog about the March challenge, which I am doing with my two book besties. This challenge is a total of 6 books, and I will go through all the prompts and stuff after I kind of pick all my books out. So yeah, let's get into the video and let's get reading. Let's go through all of the books that I have picked out so far for March, and then we'll compare and see if we can cross to the March challenge. Okay, so first things first is I have my horror challenge for the month, which is Possession. So I've got A Good Demon. Okay, so I've got The Right, Goddess of Filth, A Good and a Happy Child, The Good Demon, and Come Closer. So those are those 5. Alright. Then I have my new releases, which are Manhunt and Ecstasia. Alright. Then my nonfiction for the month is Astrophysics for People in a Hurry by Neil deGrasse Tyson. Neil deGrasse Tyson. I am picking this also for the 52 book challenge for a book that's narrated by the author. I think I'm gonna get the audiobook and listen to it while I'm physically reading it, just because I've listened to him talk before and he's got a really nice narrating voice, so I think it'll be a good reading experience to do both, so I'm excited about that. Alright, then we got my NetGalley reads on my Kindle. So I have 2 by Graham Masterson. I have The Shadow People, which I think actually came out. Actually, I think it came out. Is it already out? Or I think it comes out in March. But I actually got the art for it back in December, but it archived before I could read it, so I've been kind of holding off reading it, see if I can, I don't know, get a physical copy instead, but I'm gonna maybe see if I can download it on my Kindle, because it's not available on the NetGalley app on my phone, but that's it. And then I have The Soul Stealer, which sounds really interesting. And then I have Alma Katsu's new book, The Fervor, which I'm very excited to read. I really liked her other 2 books, so I'm excited about this one. The buzzword for this month is locations. So I picked up The Paris Apartments, which is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. I don't know what that means, but seems interesting. So, Paris being the location, and I think I can actually use it for a 52 challenge. I'll have to double check, but I'm pretty sure I can use it for the 52 book challenge, so that'll be good. And then the Magical Read-A-Thon, there is like a prompt one for your characters' conduit and legacy for their guild. So I think the 2 prompts for me was a 400-page book, so I picked Let the Right One In, which I'm actually really excited to read. I read this like, oh my god, probably 10 years ago maybe, and I really liked it, so I'm excited to reread it. And then I think the second prompt was a book where the stakes are really high for the characters. So I picked this up last month, and I think it's about like a like man and woman invite a bunch of people over for this game, but it ends up, I think one of them's like a serial killer or something. So that seemed like pretty high stakes. So that's what I got. Alright. Alright, so that's all the books. So that's cross-reference. These for the March challenge prompts and see what we got. Okay, let me look at my notes. First prompt is published in March of any year. Okay, so we know those ones are out because those are new releases this year. I don't know if it does it say it in here? I feel like that's something I should know. It does not. Okay, so I'm gonna have to check Goodreads for that. Okay, so I checked Goodreads, and The Right is actually published in March. March of, I think it was 1989. Yeah, 1989. There was another edition published 2009, but the 1989 edition was published in March. So, going with that. Green cover is the second prompt. Oh boy, I don't think any of these have green on the cover. Well, I guess that one does. But it's supposed to be like at least 75%. And I don't know if I would consider that 75%. Oh man. Yeah, like none of these have green on the cover. Okay, I'll have to pick that one later. Alright, so the third prompt is a book set in a location you've never been. Oh. Paris. I've never been to Paris. So, I think that'll work. Cool. That's easy. Alright, next is a book with luck in the title. Oh my god. Well, I guess it could be lucky, luckier, luckiest, lucky, you know, any of that. Good, rich people. Nope. 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 Oh boy. A good and lucky child, please. Yeah. Well, I can't go on close because those are already taken. Okay. For people who are in a hurry and lucky? No. Okay. Well, that was not very good. Okay, so I'll have to go scout at my bookshelves and see if I can have that. I can't even think of anything off the top of my head. I mean, I know I have The Luckiest Girl Alive, but I've already read that and I don't want to reread that. So, okay, we'll have to find that. And then the fifth prompt was, oh, take a picture of the shelf and let someone pick for you. We'll have to do that one. I'll have to find a shelf. And there's a prompt for another challenge that was like pick 5 books and put them in a random generator and then let the random generator pick. So I think in order to count the 2 of them, they're allowing like to take a pick of the shelf and then put those books in a random generator, and then the random generator is kind of like that someone. So we'll do that. And then the last one is a title that starts with M. Demon. Alright. Oh. Title starts with M. Manhunt. This cover cracks me up. It says, the end of the world is nuts. Get it? Yeah, cracks me up. Okay, so I found 3 of the 6, so we'll have to go pick the other 3. So let's go do that and then we'll be back. Okay, so we are in front of my bookcase. Let's see, I think the first missing one was the green cover, right? Alright, so I've already read that one. Home Before Dark. I've read that one. So, Haunted House. Inspection. Can you consider that green? The Goddesses is a good contender. It's like in there. That's a good contender. I'm sure there's something down there, but I feel like climbing down there. Right Upon Sticks is probably. I think it's more teal. I've already read Mexican Gothic. Let's see what else we got. Oh, Good Me, Bad Me. That's like a greenish gold. It's more gold. Let's see. Some Kind of Happiness. Pretty green. White Fox. Pretty green. Jade Fire Gold. That's pretty green. Actually, I think I'm gonna go with This Might Hurt. It came out last month and I can use it for the 12th challenge, so that'll be good. Alright, and then we got oh, the one with luck in the title. Oh boy. Alright. I don't think Stephen King has anything with luck in it. Pretty sure I don't have any anthologies. We'll just pretend that doesn't exist. My shelves are kind of a mess. I'm in the middle of like scanning and reorganizing, so it's kind of a mess. Alright. I'm Feeling Lucky. So Lucky. Luck is on my side. Right books. The luckiest person in the world. I literally have one book. The Joy Luck Club. The Joy Luck Club. Oh boy. You like buy a collection of books and you're like, I'm never gonna read these. I'm just buying them because I like the whole collection. Here we are. I'm reading this one. What else you got? Oh yeah, the random one. Oh, I need to pick a shelf. I think I'm gonna take it from one of these. Only because these are kind of like the most popular. Actually, this is a good shelf because there's like Bathhouse would be good, The Return I'd be okay with, Cricket Tree, Getaway would be good. He started it. I mean, I'm okay reading Grady Hendrix. There's a couple in here I'm not interested in reading. But I think I'll go with that. Let me take a picture really quick so I can send it to my friends, and then I'll put this in the random generator spinner. We'll see what we got. Alright, we are back. Okay, so for the green cover, I ended up picking This Might Hurt by Stephanie Roble. I actually had some good choices, but I'm gonna go with this one. This came out last month on the 22nd, I think. I'm gonna use this for the 12 challenge as well, so I can kind of double stack, so that'll be good. And then for the luck, I can't believe I'm reading this. I mean, not that I would mind. I know it gets a lot of really good reviews and it's pretty classic. Fiction is a hit or miss for me, so we'll see. And then the random generator, I got Getaway. I'm intrigued by this. I would like to read it. I've read the other two books, like it literally says on here, Wonderland and Baby Teeth. Both of those were just okay. I liked Wonderland even better than Baby Teeth. So I don't know why I keep looking up books by this author, but here we are once again. Okay, cool. So I've got my March picks, all 6 of them. And actually I need to read them in order, so let's put them in their proper order. So Rights would be first, and then the green cover, and then Place You've Never Been, and then Let in the Title, and then random pick, and starts with them. Cool. There we are. And I had to shut the door. It's cold. I had my door up on all day today, and it's like below 0 in my room. I'm actually cold. Even Grogu is cold. He has his little beanie on. Okay. So my reading plans for the March challenge was to start with the Right. It's like the 3rd. Thursday, the 3rd, yeah. So I started this on the 1st. I forgot to film some of it, but I'm hoping I can finish it tonight. It's okay. When I bought this, I didn't realize it was nonfiction. I don't know how I missed that, but so it's got a lot of religious stuff, which I'm not a religious person. Some of the stuff is very contradicting. I like a lot of the comments that they make about exorcists and performing exorcisms and kind of what goes into that, and that's pretty interesting. But it is quite heavily focused specifically on Catholic religion, which there are a lot of other religions that discuss the devil and focus on being possessed and performing exorcisms and stuff, but that's not touched on. But yeah, I'm also reading Anastasia, which is Clara LeGrand's new book. Came out last month. I'm really liking this. I'm not reading it for the challenge, but there's like 4 parts. I'm at part 3, yeah. So I've been trying to get through like a part a night. So it's really good. I'm really liking it. So I'm hoping I can finish this and then read the next part in this, and that's my plans for tonight.
And I said, I have like $100.
So this place is actually called Yard and Garden. It's kind of like a local nursery shop, and I loved coming here. This is the first time we've been here probably since, I don't know, like January. And at that point, they still had kind of all their winter stuff. So now they have all of their flowers because, you know, it's March and spring is coming fast. This is my favorite time of year here. Well, my second favorite time of year. And I just love coming and looking at all the flowers, and oh, my eyes get so big every time I come here. But if you're ever in the Vancouver, Washington area, I highly suggest coming here. You'll be quite addicted, I promise you. All right. It is Sunday, I think. Yeah, Sunday. I did a little bit of chores, and now I'm reading. I finished Anastasia, which I think I showed in the last clip. That was really good. And then I started This Might Hurt, I think Friday. I'm like 2/3 of the way through. I only have a little bit left. I'm gonna try to finish it today. I'm really liking it so far, so. And I like that we kind of understand what this cover is from. That's really cool. So, yeah. And then I'm gonna start Goddess of Filth, which is not for the challenge, but I'm pretty excited to read this. And this book is so tiny. It's like short, but it's like tiny. Like, here's this book. Look how tiny this book is. It's so cute. Anyways, it's part of my possession plan for this month. I'm pretty excited about this. I've heard some good stuff about it, so yeah. And again, this isn't for the March challenge, but I can't start another book until I finish this one, so I'm gonna start a non-challenge book instead. Yeah. Check in with you later. I'm reading this book, and I saw this quote, and I had to repeat it. It says, refusing to accept what society expects doesn't make us cowards. Oof, damn if that ain't powerful. I finished it. Woo-hoo. That was really good. A couple of twists I was not expecting. Pretty open-ended, which was cool. Yeah, yeah, I really liked it. Also, I noticed that she says she's the best-selling author of Darling Rose Gold. I thought that was a YA, maybe not, but this is definitely not a YA. This is an adult book. But I do, excuse me, I do actually have that book, so I might check that out next. Yeah, this was really good. I really enjoyed it. Solid 4. Alright, so in my last vlog, I picked out all my seeds and made my labels. So I planted them today. I've got my tomatoes. There's, let's see, 12 different kinds. And then I got my peppers. Both like bell peppers and then some sweet peppers and some hot peppers. There's 12 of those as well. So, excited for those. Happy Tuesday. Oh my god, it's only Tuesday? Dang. It's Tuesday, right? Anyways, happy whatever today is. I started Paris apartment yesterday. I got like a third, that's a third, yeah. Third of the way through it. Right now it's just like a lot of foreshadowing, for, I'm guessing, bigger and better things to come. I'm kind of learning like all of the residents of this kind of Paris apartment. So it's kind of interesting. I'm going to read a little bit more today. I wanted to start the new Amakatsu book on my Kindle. So I think I'm going to try to get maybe another third of the way through this and then read the other book. Not for the March challenge, but kind of double dipping, but that's okay. It is Wednesday, and I did read some of this yesterday. I only have like a third left. The first like little bit of it was like, it had a lot of foreshadowing, so it was kind of hard to like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to like get into it a little bit, because stop with the freaking foreshadowing and like just tell me what's going on. But the stuff that I was going through yesterday, like some shit went down. They had kind of a big reveal, which was cool. I did not expect that or see it coming, so it was kind of exciting. So now I'm really interested to see how the last part's gonna go. So I'm gonna hopefully finish this tonight. And then I have a book on my Kindle that I want to read that's not for the challenge, but won't start probably the next book for the challenge until tomorrow, so hoping I can finish this tonight. But yeah, I'm excited. Alright, it's Thursday, and I finished the Paris apartment yesterday. I thought it was really good and gave it 4 stars. I'm gonna start the next read, which is a book with luck in the title. So I'm gonna read The Joy Luck Club. I don't know about this yet. It's literature fiction and hit or miss with literature fiction, but I'm gonna try it. And it is family reading nights. So I got Mom with me. She is reading Chickens. And then Grogu has the book. My dad's reading in the other room. And my friend is reading virtually along with us. So, looking forward to it. So, on Saturday, we decided to drive up to Olympia in Washington State. It's kind of northern, I guess, not quite as far north as Seattle. But yeah, we kind of stopped for coffee, walked around downtown. The whole reason we were actually in Olympia is I stopped at Browser's Bookshop, which is right in the heart of downtown. I went there to do a bookstore tour and, of course, haul, because, you know, you have to buy a bunch of stuff when you're there. That video is actually up, so I will link that in the description box if you want to go check it out. It was such a cute little bookstore. I really enjoyed my trip there. We had lunch at a seafood place, which is right on the water, so that was cool. And then we walked around Capitol Park and then drove home. The weather was absolutely beautiful, so it was just a blast. All right. This is probably the first time you're hearing from me this weekend. We didn't do any filming yesterday. We went to Olympia, which at this point you've probably already seen all the footage. I did do some reading. The trip was like an hour and a half from here. So I read in the car there on the way back. I read Golden Couple, got about halfway through this. This isn't for the March challenge. But when I got home that night, I watched a movie and I finished the Joy Luck Club, which was for the March challenge. So, done with that. You know, it was a good book. That's my problem with literary fiction. You know, I read a lot of horror and mystery and thriller, so I miss that kind of oomph, you know, that you get from thrillers that a lot of literature fiction doesn't have because it's just the story. So, you know, this was a lot of good insight into, you know, Japanese culture. A lot of their stories, I think it was Japanese, not Chinese. Yep, excuse me, it is Chinese, not Japanese. So, you know, there's a lot of good insight into the culture and their beliefs and, you know, the stories of the characters, you know, were all heartbreaking, you know. I really enjoyed all the characters. I kind of need that extra oomph. But, you know, I'm glad to have read it because I see why it's a classic. And I'm happy to have it on my shelf. So the next book for the March challenge, I think I'm at the second to the last book, which was the random pick, which was Getaway by Zoe Stage. I've read the other two books by this author, so this is, I think, the third published one. So I'm excited to read this. You know, the other two were just okay. I'm hoping I get a little more out of this one than the other two. So yeah, I think this got published last year, so I'm excited to read it. So I'm gonna get started with this. I'm probably gonna read a little more on the Golden Couple and then start this. Yeah. Check in later. Alright. I have a book update. Happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody. So I finished Getaway. It was okay. It was kind of interesting. Up until what happened, and then it was kind of like, I don't know, it was kind of weird. Yeah, so that's it. I read this for the one that was the, like, pick a book off the shelf, and yeah, anyways, this was like the random pick winner thing. Anyways, so that's done, and I think I'm giving it a 3. I finished that last night. And the next book is a book with this title that starts with an M for the March challenge. So I picked Manhunt, which was just cover still. Cracks me up. And the size here says like the end of the world is nuts. It makes me laugh. So I'm intrigued about this book. I think it's like a, I don't know, that was categorized as horror, I think. Yeah, every 10 years or so a horror novel comes along that pushes this genre to terrifying new heights. So it is horror. But I think it's also kind of like a dystopian. So I'm intrigued. I think it'll be kind of an easy read. So I'm excited to start that, and then that'll be my last book. I'd like to finish it. So I'm gonna see if I can power through it and do like half tonight and then finish it tomorrow so that I can film kind of my wrap up of all the books that I've read for this challenge, and see if I can film that on Saturday. So I can put the video up next week. I think that'll be good. So I'm going to start with that. Also, I wanted to read Wolflands for the 52 book challenge. It's not for the March challenge, but I'm going to see if I can read half of this and then get to this book. And I thought, oh my god, it's not that big. I could probably like power through this as well. But then I was looking at it and the writing is so, it's like minuscule. So that might take me longer than I was anticipating, but we'll see. This is priority. And while we're at it, I got some book mail that I wasn't expecting, although I think I know what this is. It's like not that big. That's right. I won this off of the Goodreads giveaway. Oh, I'm very excited to get it. I thought, because I think it's coming out, yeah, this is an arc. It's coming out like the end of April or May. On sale May 3rd. So that's cool, because I was thinking I wasn't going to get it until it came out and I would get a final copy, but this is even better. I'll have to see if I can squeeze it into April, otherwise I'll just be reading it in May and we'll probably get a final copy. But cool. Thank you to Flatiron Books for my arc. I'm very excited for that. Cool. Alright. It is Friday night. And I have some very exciting Friday night plans ahead of me. That includes these 3 beautiful things. Alright. Manhunt. I know this video is actually about the March challenge, which is only technically Manhunt. I'm on part 3, which is the last part, and then I'm done. This book has been an interesting reading experience. I'll say that. And this cover cracks me up because I think we all know exactly what it looks like, and yes, that is what the book is about. I really have no words for this at the moment. I'm curious to see where this all goes because at this point, like, it's kind of repetitive. Like, can we move on? Can something else happen? Can we wrap it up? Like, what's gonna happen? So, I mean, I guess technically I'm kind of liking it because I did, like, consume half of it. And then I read half on my lunch today. So, I'll do that. And then I started Wolfland. I'd like to get a little more into it. And then Come Closer. I want to read. I'm gonna get through half of it. Could I, like, just stay up all night and just read it? Whoa. That's a thought for a Friday night. Anyways, those are not for the March challenge, so it doesn't matter. Alright, let's finish this bad boy. I'm done. Done with the book. Done with the March challenge. Done, 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 done. Bam. This was a very raunchy, interesting book. Lots of hate for men. Lots of sex. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Alright, it is Saturday. And I'm officially done with the challenge. Yay! So I wanted to just recap all the books that I read for the March challenge. I read them in order, and this is the order. So we've got The Rites, which is a nonfiction about exorcist and exorcism for the Catholic Church. This was for the prompt, a book published in March. It was published like March 16th or something of 2009, I think it said. Anyways, next we got This Might Hurt, which is about a cult, but this sister goes and basically attempts to rescue her sister from this cult. I read this for a book with a green cover. Next is The Paris Apartment, which is about a girl who goes to live with her brother in Paris, and he's actually not there, so she attempts to uncover to figure out, like, what happened to him. I read this for a place set somewhere you've never been, which was Paris. Next is The Joy Luck Club, which is about 4 Chinese women who kind of run this, they call it the Joy Luck Club, and it's, they get together and tell stories and play mahjong, and it's kind of about their stories, and the women are older, so they kind of, there's a story kind of set from the mother's point of view and then their daughter's point of view, so that was good. Getaway. Oh, I read this for a book with luck in the title. The next book was Getaway, which is about 3 girls who go on a hike in the Grand Canyon, and they end up basically getting kidnapped, and it's kind of their story about surviving. I read this for the random spin pick. And then last is Manhunt, which is about a group of trans people surviving this kind of apocalyptic world. Yeah, it's a very interesting book. That's kind of the gist of it, but there's a lot of like other stuff that goes into it, but that's the gist of it. I read that for a book whose title starts with M. So for ratings, I have a 3, a 4, a 4, a 3.5, a 3, and a 3. So if I was to kind of put these in order from my favorite to least favorite, I would say This Might Hurt as my favorite. Then The Paris Apartment. Then The Joy Luck Club. Then Manhunt. Then Getaway. Then The Rights. Yeah. That's it. You can hear my full thoughts on this when I do my March wrap-up. I'll go into a little more detail about all of this during that video, which is coming in a couple weeks. So yeah, that's it for the March challenge. I had a lot of fun as always reading with my book besties, and I think there is going to be an April challenge. Actually, I don't think. I know there's going to be an April challenge. So look forward to doing another vlog for the April challenge. Alright, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.